All right, everyone, come on in, make yourself comfortable. Thanks for joining me for another very cool, amazing toy. And as always, before we get started, please do yourself a favor. Make yourself comfortable, cozy up in that chair of yours, wherever you're sitting at. You might be at home, in the kitchen, rubbing your eyes. You just got out of bed. You got your bunny slippers on. You're headed towards the coffee pot. You're headed towards the Keurig. Or you're sitting in your cubicle. You're like, oh, God, another work day. This sucks. Or maybe you're at Starbucks and you're thinking, I got to get ready to work. This sucks. Or maybe you're just chilling out anywhere, having fun, and you're like, wow, this is great. I get to see another cool toy. Wherever you're at, make sure you have the proper nutrition, whether it's a snack and a nice beverage. This is my third video with the Pellegrino. I'm still sipping this thing, if you could believe it, and it still tastes like blah. Anyway, with that out of the way, and also if you're a lurker and you're like, this is kind of odd, who is this dude? Well, I could tell you, you'll find out, and you'll get smarter in the process by just subscribing. Imagine that. So anyway, with that out of the way, and again, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Today we have the clown wind-up toy. So I will link the Mickey wind-up magician, and I just want to be clear because ad-libbing these videos, as I do, unscripted, which is a skill in and of itself, mind you, not like some YouTubers. They boast about how good they are scripted. Anyone can read a script. That's what the news does all day. They read a teleprompter. That's what our politicians do. But, actually have your brain working and creating on the fly is an art in and of itself. So anyway, when I showed you the wind-up Mickey Magician, I alluded to a larger version, and I just want to be clear. I have the battery version of that toy. That is the biggest one. But in between this size and the Mickey wind-up, the mechanical wind-up magician, there is a Fox magician that's also this size, but there's a medium body that's slightly bigger than that Mickey magician. And that's what I was wondering. Did they make a third wind-up Mickey magician in that mid-sized tier? So that's what I'm on the hunt for. At first I have to find the mid-sized Fox one and then compare them. So anyway, this is the smaller of the wind-up toys. So let's look at this cool box. Very simple graphics. Has some cards depicted on his base. The rabbit what the hell are you doing, dude? Why are you sticking this hat where I'm going to suffocate? And we have this creepy clown that's not too far removed from It. What if we put the red wig on him? Would he be like the It clown? Could be. And once again, I notice this all the time, the striped pants. It had to be a design cue. Anyway, who is the manufacturer on this, or the logo? It's not only TN, as you see there in the right corner, but in the left corner, bet you didn't see this coming, we have NGT, made in Japan. And I'm not sure what NGT is, and this kind of looks like, well, it could be butt cheeks, but I don't think it's that. But is it a W? Is it an A with some wings on it? Are you familiar with this logo? If you are, leave it in the remarks. I know that there's, no, I was thinking of spark plugs. Those are NGK. So I don't think it's NGK spark plugs. Well, who knows what that is? Anyway, here's your side panel. Even though it's just yellow, it's got nice font, and it does have that magician's hat outline, which is very cool. And here's your creepy clown. I always find the clowns particularly creepy. Not scary to me. Although as a kid, I wouldn't really want to hang out with them. And it's the same all around. So there he is. There he is. And then when one thing I found kind of interesting on this, so we're going to look at the clown real quick here. They have the face paint in white, but what I found kind of odd is that they gave him flesh tone in the rear, and the front of his face, it's like he had face paint, and they actually made it white. Now, you might say, well, yeah, of course. I mean, they used face paint, but I just find it odd that they would have made the two distinct color variations. Why not just have his entire head in white. You know, you could just say, yeah, he painted his whole head. I find it just an odd design choice that they decided to go with both colors because the head is exposed. So I'm wondering if this head was used on other toys. You know, could this be like the smoking grandpa head without the, you know, attached nose or something like that, where they already had this in flesh tone and they're like, you know, let's just, you know, save the trouble and just do this half of the face and or the head in white. I don't know. I find that pretty odd. You know, you might know if this head is used in something else. I'm almost certain that it would be. But anyway, here's got nice lithography on the face, as much as a clown can be. It's got the winking fox, which I love. Kind of gives me a Las Vegas vibe. Here's his striped pants. And again, I wish they had the striped sweaters. You can see his made in Japan stamping there. Man, what a lost art. We really miss out by not having these toys created, you know, outside of the reproduction stuff and some of the new tin toys out of China. They just don't have this same level of detail and whimsy and really engineering that these had. And then his hands, unfortunately, I wish they would have used tin hands. It's almost like they're tin under here. It wouldn't have been that hard to do tin. And then he's got this cool tuxedo with a red tie. So that's the toy. So now we're just going to wind him up. There's no on-off switch. I'm going to wind him up off camera. And let's put him down and hope that he works. Oh, look at that. There's your rabbit. Nothing. Hey, not for nothing, for a fraction of the price, he works a lot better than the mechanical Mickey magician. Good duration, too, for a wind-up. You have to wonder if toys like these, back in the day, right, when somebody like a David Copperfield, who's now a billionaire, was he inspired by toys like these? I know as a kid I would have been absolutely, you know, these were before my time, but I would have been absolutely riveted and fascinated by these. This probably would have inspired me. I mean, I actually did. I was one of those kids that when I saw magic, I did want my magic kit and, you know, probably got tired of it in the first 30 minutes when I saw, oh man, I got to read instructions on this stuff. Okay, I'm done. But anyway, man, unbelievably nice duration on that wind-up action. So that's your Clown Magician by both TNN and NGT. Let me know what you think of this. I can't believe how long this thing ran for. I'm actually shocked. I think it's pretty cool. So if you like it, do me a favor, thumb up the video. If you don't like it, do me a favor, thumb up the video. If you like it and don't like it, also subscribe. With that, I always appreciate your time. Thanks again for joining me. And leaving remarks, I tend to reply. And with that, I'll talk to you later.